Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, the maintenance, because we actually do not have maintenance this week, but we also don't have maintenance next week. So there are going to be 2 weeks where we do not have maintenance. I really hope that they don't break anything, because if they're pushing back maintenance like this, you know, sometimes the servers get a little bit wonky, a little bit laggy, unresponsive, stuff like that. So hopefully that does not happen, especially since we had all that all-ship matchmaking issues earlier in the week. So fingers crossed, hopefully nothing happens. But nevertheless, as you can see here, the next scheduled maintenance is actually on September 18. So when we open up our calendar over here, you can see September 4, September 11, no maintenance here, and September 18 is the next scheduled one, so 2 weeks of no maintenance. Now, since there's no maintenance for the next 2 weeks, there are a couple bugs where I am a little bit concerned about. So the first bug is, of course, the 100 million EXP voucher. So if you're a new player and you just started playing the game again, or you're a returning player, if you started playing after the maintenance on August 28th, you may have noticed that you were unable to receive your 100 million EXP ticket. Now, if you already have the ticket in your inventory because you redeemed it at an earlier date, it's perfectly fine. The bug does not affect you. The bug only affects new or returning players that logged in after August 28th, because apparently you're not actually able to get your ticket, because once you hit level 20 or above, you're supposed to automatically receive this ticket, and well, there is a bug where you're not receiving the ticket. So Sega is looking into this. However, since there isn't maintenance for the next 2 weeks, I don't know if they're going to be able to hotfix this while the servers are live. However, some good news was they were able to fix some Nameless City problems. Even though the servers were live, they didn't have to take it down for emergency maintenance or anything. But it wasn't the main problem that we were hoping they would fix. They fixed the bug where you would sometimes feel sluggish in Nameless City exploration. So when you were running around, it would feel like you're rubber banding, it would feel like you run slower than normal, and that was a known bug. They have fixed it already. As you can see, the bug was addressed on 6 p.m. on August 29th, and it has been resolved. However, they haven't resolved the main issue, which is, of course, the all-ship matchmaking with Nameless City. So at the very beginning, for those who didn't know, when you first logged into the game and when you tried to do all-ship matchmaking on Nameless City, you would just lag to hell. Console players couldn't even get past the loading screen. PC players would get in and then you would just rubber band, and like it was literally like launch of NGS, like the first day of NGS, where you hit a boss or a mob for like 10 minutes and suddenly it seemed like speed hacks was enabled and you just see a bunch of numbers and then the enemy mobs just implode and they die. So that was basically what was happening on day 1 when this first released, and then they resolved that issue. However, there was another bug. The other bug became when you queued into Nameless City with all ship matchmaking enabled, after doing a single run, when you return back to your ship, the game automatically logged you out. So I believe it was error 622 or error 612, and basically it would just log you out and you'd have to re-log into the game and then run it again. So if you are having that issue, just run Nameless City with all ship matchmaking disabled. It solved the issue, at least for my group, because yeah, it's just really frustrating. I know it just kills all momentum as well as motivation to run Nameless City with all ship matchmaking enabled because of all these silly bugs. So hopefully Sega is going to be able to resolve all of these issues and of course compensate us for all of the hassle, because I know a lot of people have lost a lot of motivation, partly because, well, the weapons weren't very good. These Exalia weapons are kind of like meh, and then on top of that, you know, just constantly disconnecting, constantly lagging, and just not being able to play the game normally is like a real big motivator killer. So you know, all of these things, unfortunately, added together just kind of killed all motivation and basically made this week kind of bleh. However, it's not all doom and gloom. there is something to definitely look forward to basically right now as the time that you are viewing this video, and that is of course PSO2 day. So from the 21st to the 23rd, I'm no longer going to call that premium user PSO2 day like that was its old name. Literally, it's just called PSO2 day. So from the 1st to the 3rd is PSO2 day. From the 21st to the 23rd, it is also PSO2 day. So that way it's just easier for everyone to understand that, hey, this is for everyone, regardless whether you're a premium member or free to play. Everyone benefits from PSO2 day. These changes are live now. All right, by the time you are watching this video, these changes are live. So it's definitely a good idea to take full advantage of these. Basically, you just want to log in because you get a bunch of goodies. You get 50 star gems, you get your special scratch tickets just like normal, but on top of that, you get your material storage 5 days as well as your end color change pass ×2. Now, I will talk about all of these items in tomorrow's video when we actually get it, so that I can talk more in detail regarding the material storage, because some people were like, Caro, they're taking away my 15 days material storage that you're supposed to get at the beginning of every month, and we're only getting 5 days and blah, blah, blah. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow, see all the rewards we get, and show to you guys that, hey, we still get the 15 days material storage, and on top of that, we get the 5 days material storage as a bonus. Okay, so just gonna show everyone that tomorrow, because I know a lot of people don't believe it until they see it, so it's perfectly fine. You know, hold your horses, everything's gonna be okay. Other than that, of course, we do have the rare drop rate plus 100%, as well as the EXP earn plus 50%, and all of the limited time tasks for PSO2 day, where you can earn an additional 20 star gems. Now, if you are a premium member, on top of everything I just talked about, you get additional gifts. You get an additional 50 star gems. You get more rare drop rate. You get a fixed drop rate boost. You get additional 5 days of material storage. You get another 2 end color change passes. And remember, all of these rewards happen again on the 21st to the 24th. This applies to all players, okay? So all players are gonna get the 50 star gems on the 1st to the 3rd. You know, you log in sometime in between that window, you get your 50 star gems. When you log in again between the 21st to the 23rd if you're in America, or the 24th if you're in Asia, you get an additional 50 star gems as a free to play. So you're going to be able to double dip every single month and get all of these rewards twice every single month as a free to play. And if you're premium, well, you get all of these rewards twice every single month. So it's definitely worth looking into this stuff, because the rewards are pretty substantial now, and on top of that, this also means that every month you actually get 6 days of PSO2 day to take full advantage of, which is pretty significant. You know, it used to just be like a day, maybe 2 days if we were lucky, and now it is 6 days. So this is a really big change. It's really beneficial for everyone. And hopefully after the NGS headline, we get hyped for some new content to farm for. But even now, I do recommend people to take full advantage of the extra 100% rare drop rate to farm in the Nameless City, especially if you need Mars bars. Because as you can see over here, I have 142 Mars updaters or Mars bars, because these drop like absolute candy in Nameless City. You're literally at Willy Wonka's candy factory. You just walk around, you open a box, Mars bar there, you kill a mob, another Mars bar, you do a trial, another Mars bar, and you're gonna get obese, okay, with all of these Mars bars. But listen, man, it's gonna make you stronger. We're gonna take it. Now, other than the freebies that we get on PSO today, we are also getting an exclusive item set sale on the AC shop. So if you do want to buy any of these set bonuses, you can. Personally, I don't really recommend these. Like, you know, it's $8 for 4 Augment Transfer Pass vouchers. Like, sure, you get the N rare drop rate, a boost 200% and stuff like that, and you do get the 5 Rappy Shape Fritters, but I just can't really justify it. Like, if you're gonna spend the money anyway, sure, go ahead, it's not a big deal. But if you are like a low spender, I would pass on these, even though they are pretty tempting. You know, they do look pretty enticing, but this is like temporary stuff, so I wouldn't really invest into it. Now, as for the character storage, this is permanent, so this is a better investment. However, you know, with how NGS is right now, you have plenty of storage space already. And I'm assuming that if you are buying character storage, you probably only play a single character anyway. So if you're playing only a single character, you should have enough storage for all of your stuff. If you don't, make sure that you're using material storage and you're putting all of your items away. For those who don't know how to do that, all you need to do is come to one of these access stores. They're literally these little panels that are around town. You activate it and then you go to move all to material storage. You're going to click this item, click yes. It literally moves everything from all of your different storages into material storage and it cleans it up. On top of that, you may also notice that I've also deposited some money over here. You can actually store money if you don't want people to see how much Meseta you actually have. So for example, over here, I have 68 million Meseta right now. I should have made 69 for the video, but I've also got 100 million deposited over here so that I don't accidentally spend it. So, you know, there are a lot of players that have put a lot of money into their bank over here. Now, you don't get any interest rate, you don't get anything special. It's literally just to put the money here so that you don't see it when you press escape over here, so that you don't feel the itch to spend your Meseta. That's at least how I see it. Basically, every time I hit over 100 million, I deposit 100 million into the bank so that I don't accidentally spend it on stupid things. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about are, of course, the AC scratches, or just the scratches in general, because the SG scratch is also going away. First of all, the AC scratch Summer Athlete, if you wanted any of this stuff, you want to pick it up soon, because again, once this goes away, prices are going to go up, supply's going to dry out, da-dee-da-dee-da. The SG support item select is also ending on the 4th, so if you did want any of this, you might want to pick these up soon as well. Again, there are some guaranteed items. Personally, I recommend scratching at least 10 times because you get the end augmentation success rate plus 40%. This item alone is definitely worth the 500 star gems that you need to spend in order to scratch 10 times. However, you also get a bunch of goodies over here, so it does sweeten the deal. So basically, first 10 pull, 100% guaranteed, worth it. But other than that, the rest is not really worth it. I wouldn't spend more than 500 star gems on this scratch, especially if you are running low on star gems. Now, as for scratches that are coming in, there is going to be the AC support item select September 2024, as well as the rewind collection September 2024. So if you did want any cosmetic items, definitely check out the rewind collection. However, if you needed an Addy capsules, as well as a lot of those end game pay to win capsules, well, I say pay to win, but you can buy them off the player market. But those ultra, best in slot, really strong capsules, you'll be able to purchase them from the player shop at a much cheaper price now because, well, there's going to be a surge in supply, and I don't think a lot of people are upgrading right now, which probably means that there won't be that much demand, which means you should be able to purchase a lot of these capsules at a more reasonable price since there is less demand and there will be some surge in supply. Now, with all of that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the item recycle shop, because over here, again, you can pick up your 50 star gems, so please make sure that you do that, as well as your 50 alpha reactors, so do that as well. Again, if you are having trouble getting your NEX cubes, you can always get them from the item trader, so we're going to head over here and head right here to the item lab. Oh, it's not the item trader, sorry, it's the item lab. You go to exchange enhancement materials, other enhancement materials, and right here there is the NEX cubes. Again, you'll be able to trade any of your class EX cubes for NEX cubes right here. You see I can change 9999 of these braver EX cubes into 99 regular EX cubes, so I can put that away. We're also going to sell our 50 alpha reactors for another 175,000 Meseta. Very nice. The next thing I want to remind everyone is the Growthment Exchange shop over here. Please buy out all of the different build parts over here if you do care about them, because well, it is your last chance. After maintenance, these items are all going to be going away, so you definitely want to pick these up ASAP. Now, another thing, unfortunately, what happened, they disappeared last week, was the Growthment 2 exchange shop. I don't remember if I said anything in the last pre-maintenance checklist. I might have forgotten. I don't remember if I reminded people about that. But yeah, the Growthment 2 exchange shop has gone away, unfortunately. So remember the beta reactor, the 10 star gems that you can get every single day, as well as a bunch of cosmetic items and swimsuits. All of those are gone. So that kind of sucks. Now, other than that, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Aegis Integra exchange shop. So again, we're going to exchange all of our, well, we don't have any Neo A weapons into Aegis Integras, and then we're going to use our bajillion Aegis Integras and buy out all of our Aegis Soul 4s, as well as all of the different Dominas, so that we can craft more Lux Halphinales. So once we have all those Dominas, again, we're going to come back to the item lab, go over here to augment capsules, and then we are going to find our Halphinales, and we're going to upgrade these. Boom, we can make 2 Halphinales. Is that enough for a Lux Halphinale? Let us check right here. Nope, we are 1 Halphinale short. So we cannot make another Lux Halphinale, but just keep doing this every single week and you will build up a surplus of items of Lux Halphinales, which is definitely pretty nice. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the ARKS records. So as we can see, the ARKS records this week is going to be the North Rotem board race solo. So just participate in it so that you get your 20 ARKS record badges. And as usual, you want your 20 ARKS record badges every single week so that you can buy out any of the weapon camos if you want that. Or of course, the star gems, which I recommend because it's 20 star gems every single week as well. So you can purchase that and wha-bam. Now with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. So make sure to check your Genesis Point Exchange Shop over here. See if you need any more Master Fragments, any more Foundia capsules, any more LC capsules if you still need these. Now the month has reset already, so you can actually buy all of your different ores again. So as you can see here, it doesn't reset until another 23 days. So if you do need all of your different ores, you can buy these again. So I'm gonna buy all the different minerals right here. It's costing me 8,000 Genesis points for 200 of like a bajillion type of ore. So we're gonna buy that and wha-bam, look at that. All of this ore, we put this away, material storage, and we are good. Now, the last thing that I want to remind everyone is going to be, of course, the Alliance Badge Exchange Shop. So go over here so that you can pick up another 30 star gems right here. And of course, if you still need some Genesis points because you needed those minerals or whatever, you can purchase Genesis points here as well as a bunch of different triggers if you still need those. Now, the last announcement I have for everyone is I might not be able to stream tonight simply because I do have to go to the airport to pick up my brother. He is coming to visit me in Malaysia. So I might not be able to stream today. However, we will be streaming the NGS headline 100%. So when that comes up, you can definitely catch me on twitch.tv/keroppi_sensei. But for the next 2 days, I'm not entirely sure on how streaming is going to work because, well, my brother's around, so we're going to be taking him around and doing legal paper stuff and, yeah, just being an adult, basically. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the 3rd for sure for the NGS headline. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.